changing gears here a little bit, what kind of made you, outside of, living with your mom, to come back to Erie? How have you kind of, why did you come back, and how have you kind of embraced, the city and the town of, Erie, Pennsylvania?
Yeah. So Erie is a city of opportunity. And that's why my mom came here from down south. And that's why I eventually came here. Kind of how it all started was my mom is a recovering addict. And, she was not in a mental state to be able to take care of me and my brother at the time, until she got sober and clean and stuff like that. She's very okay with me sharing this story. So, um, she got clean. She moved up to Erie, and Erie's a big reason why she got clean. She was able to like make connections here and just have a good support system here. And ever since she got clean, I've always just wanted to be in contact with my mom. And when I was with my aunt and uncle up in Seattle. I wanted to just be with my mom. I wanted to, like, because I hadn't really gotten a chance to be with my mom since I was like 9. So I was just like, I just want to be with my mom. And when I was 15 years old, I was able to come here for like a summer vacation. And by the end of the summer vacation, I was asked, like, do you want to stay or do you want to go back to Washington? And it was a tough decision, at the time. And because, Washington is kind of all I knew. I kind of had roots there and stuff like that. I had a friend group and everything. And, I just saw from a young age that like my opportunity to do what I wanted to do in life would be in Erie, and to be with my mom, and to just kind of live life the way I wanted to and not have to be so like restrained. And there's nothing wrong with like having strict parents or strict guardians or things like that. That's probably for the best
Yeah.
sometimes. But my mom kind of allowed me to live and learn, so to say. And like I think that's why I never like got into drugs or alcohol or anything like that. And it's just because like I saw kind of what she went through. I was able to like figure things out for myself growing up, and I didn't have to like consistently be instructed like don't do this, because like I knew not to do it because I saw what happened to her. And so when I came to Erie, I just automatically fell in love with it. Like just right off the bat, just fell in love with the city. And I was living on like the east side of Erie. So like there's not much to love out in the east side of Erie, but I still managed to fall in love with it, the people here. And they welcomed me with open arms. I had a good church here and stuff like that, and a lot of friends that I made very early on living here. And I was like, I'm staying, and I just continued to grow those friendships, those relationships. And um, I got into sports. My first year in Erie, it was very short notice because, like I said, it was at the end of summer vacation. That's usually when like people are like figuring out where they're going to school, and I didn't know, so I just did cyber school for a year
Yeah.
and slacked the hell off. Like I did not do a single class probably all year. I don't think I completed anything. So basically, it was just like an extended summer vacation for that entire like sophomore year. Um, and then eventually the next year, I went to Erie First Christian Academy over on Oliver Road, right across from Splash Lagoon. Went over there, and I spent the rest of my high school years there, and gained a lot of good friendships there, and was able to play football at Mercyhurst Prep. And then my senior year, I played soccer and won a championship for my school as the goalie and things like that. And I got to like experience everything I ever wanted to experience. And I still didn't really know what I wanted to do after high school. I knew college wasn't really my thing. Never been a big like school guy, so I was just like, you know what, I'll just work. I'll just work and see what's up. And I was just working jobs like constantly trying to just make ends meet. I was living with my mom, and then just kind of I just kind of grew into everything that we kind of already talked about. I just
Yeah.
one
Awesome.
thing after another, one job after another. And yeah, and I think whenever I started my podcast is when I really started to like fall in love with the city of Erie more, though, is because like I was very nervous to start my show at first because I was really concerned with the way people would think about me and view me. But it's been so welcoming. Like people just I don't even really know, just hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. They're just like, yo, I love what you're doing. Keep repping the city. Like shout out to the 814. Things like that. It's just like things like that make me realize that what I'm doing and my message that I'm trying to share to people is worth it. Um, and I mean, I don't get paid anything really to do my podcast. So, just being able to change lives and get messages like that means the world to me.